to find yourself getting passed by multiple cars, as I mentioned earlier on. So Newhoff in a very precarious situation, but he often finds himself in these places. He doesn't qualify as well as he races.
Up front, they are getting with Lee Aberdeen and Luca Varani, not very far apart at all here. But I just want to see how Alistair Haig deals with Marcello Kessler coming around the old hairpin.
I would say it's not the best decision they've ever made, just not having done that under the safety car, really.
Yeah, they're taking their pit stop strategies from Ferrari lately or something. What's going on?
In turn one, just too much gas on them, too much feet on the loud pedal, and unfortunately he's dropped all the way down the order. But Philip Hammer is out in front by an 8.91 seconds. Dan Michael is a wall there, sir. And it definitely doesn't want to be hitting that earlier on as well.
Difficult, the understeer is in the dirty air through that final corner because it's such a long corner and you get dragged off into the grass very easily. He'll have the slipstream down towards the chicane. Peterson was briefly alongside, but that slipstream has saved him and kept him in third.
Yeah, Varani now lost a little bit of time to Aberdeen, about half a second. Peterson is Pike's pushed Morton forward up ahead. He's got out of line. Is now Pike going to have a go at Werrell? Don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin. Further down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still start trouble. He's not on second and change. All of a sudden Miller's back in play.
On to the back end of Phil Jocelyn, so there's been a lot of movers and shakers in this first 2 laps here for race.
Absolutely serious racing league. Everybody's a lot to have fun. Yeah, it's all about the entertainment. So I hope everybody is enjoying themselves out there in the chat. We know that Ron is been enjoying himself watching the Burger King machines off into the grass a little bit there. Is that really bunching up now?
Does he have it?
Medeiros is going to get it.
Oh, look at the Johnson! They haven't got it!
He's on the outside line though, going into the fastest corner on the circuit. Surely this can't work.
Dominic Ligner has got a sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still such trouble. He's not on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Can Barry do it? Big Barry's going to do it! Big Barry! Good evening and welcome to the Triple Bypass Gen 4 Round 3 live from Talladega. I am Jay Sparver, going to be joined in the booth by the wonderful Mr. Dean Biggles, who will be with me very, very shortly. So we are at the Tri-Oval of Dega, 2.6 miles, banking on the turns. Turns 1 and 2, 33 degrees. Turn 3 is 32.4 and turn 4 is 32.5. And then on the Tri-Oval itself, 16.5, and on the back straight is 3 degrees banking. So we're going to get used to this. The drivers have got to get used to it as well. We are using the Gen 4 here as well. What is the current situation after round 2? After 2 events, we've got Justin Bentley out in front on 90 points with 1 win, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, and then we've got Mark Herzog behind on 80. Then we've got Kyle Grzyk on 79 in 3rd, Clay Cantrell in 4th on 78 with Al Corey in 5th on 70, Ben Harcum on 69 in 6th, Dustin Barton on 65, Jason Benson on 61, Matt Perezzini on 60 in 9th, and John Crutchley on 58, Joshua Kroner on 54, Zach Roethlisberger on 49, James Larson on 47, Chad Bear on 43, John Creedler on 40, Missick Kishishian on 39, Dakota Floyd on 37, Ryan Hyatt on 36 with John Byron on 35, Tyler Merritt on 34 points. Don't forget, guys, as well, if you want to get yourself involved, Triple Bypass is recruiting for all series. They're friendly and inclusive leagues that focus on fun and sportsmanship. You can check out the description below in the YouTube chat for their Discord link and get yourself involved. Sundays, it's Next Gen. Wednesdays, it's Road Racing. On Thursdays, it's Gen 4. And on Tuesdays, it's Late Model. 12 race seasons, championship trophies. Session opens at 8:30 p.m. ET, qualifying at 9 p.m. ET, and then guaranteed heartbreaking racing. But last time out at Milwaukee, guys, it was Zach Roethlisberger, Clay Cantrell, and Kyle Grzyk rounding out the top 3 there. And we can have a look back at what round 2 brought.
On June 22nd, 2023, the Triple Bypass Gen 4 Series, he heated up the Milwaukee Speedway as drivers battled it out in race 2 of 12. The roaring engines and screeching tires set the stage for an adrenaline-fueled showdown. Zach Roethlisberger, starting from the pole position, showed his prowess right from the start. With determination in his eyes, he led the pack, leaving his rivals in awe. Over the course of 135 laps, the lead changed hands only twice, with 2 different drivers showcasing their skills at the front. However, it was number 93, Roethlisberger, who emerged as the dominant force. Leading a staggering 133 laps, he left his competitors in the dust, displaying an exceptional performance that left his fellow drivers scratching their heads. Chasing Zach was Clay Cantrell, who made his presence felt, securing an impressive second-place finish. Although he pushed hard to challenge for the lead, he couldn't quite catch up. Regardless, his strong performance solidified his position among the top contenders in the race. Sexy Waltrip also showcased his talent, maneuvering his way through the field to claim a well-deserved third-place finish after being a lap down. Rounding out the top 5 finishers were Justin Bentley and Matt Perezzini in 4th and 5th. The race had only 1 caution, which lasted for 4 laps. This brief interruption added a needed break in the racing, testing the driver's ability to maintain their composure and adapt to changing conditions. In terms of speed, it was Roethlisberger who set the pace. registering the fastest lap of the race at an impressive time of 30.06 seconds. His blistering speed on the track left his rivals with no room for error. The triple bypass Gen 4 series at Milwaukee Speedway delivered a thrilling spectacle with the top drivers showcasing their skills and determination. There were some intense battles on the track as drivers battled a loose car and tire wear. We hope you enjoyed this triple bypass racing recap. We'll see you next time.
Okay, guys, that was the story of round 2 at Milwaukee, but we are here at Talladega once more for the Driver Appreciation 69. Don't forget, tonight's event is sponsored by Jason Benson and John Crutchley, or John Nodge Crutchley here, number 48 and 42 on track. Let's see how these guys get on here for this Driver Appreciation 69 live from Talladega. And we have got the mighty Dean Biggles with me in the booth. Good evening, young sir. How are you?
Well, first time doing NASCAR, Mr. James said absolutely. So, yeah, deep into the south and the heartland of motorsports, of course. Didn't all NASCAR start from the old bootlegging days, outrunning the law as quickly as possible? Now they're out trying to outrun the pace car and outrun every other car that you have on track. Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it, James. So. Don't consult me too much when it comes to expertise of NASCAR, but when it comes to motor racing, of course, hopefully I can bring you the best entertainment in town with you, James.
Yeah, we definitely will be all right here as well. Don't forget the generally guys as well. If you like the video, give it a big old thumbs up, turn on the bells, give it a subscribe as well. That'd be absolutely amazing. These guys generally do run green to green without any issues. There is no stage breaks. They do have one fast repair, and we've got 69 laps of Dega here this evening as well. And this track is absolutely unbelievable. Set in Alabama in the United States. And as I say, that banking is going to be killers. They are going to be running 2 wide. They're going to be running, if we see it at certain times, 3 wide as well. And it's going to be absolutely amazing with 27 cars sitting on track here once more as well. And we are coming to the end of practice before we go into a brief 5 minutes of qualifying. And then we will be up bringing you the 69 lap race. So, okay, so first time with me on the NASCAR scene here, sir. What do you think's going to happen? Give us a quick opinion of what's going to happen.
Where's Jenson Button?
Well,
you just said that. I mean, the first thing that usually comes to my mind when it comes to oval racing is that a lot of cautions. But what you've been telling me in the green room earlier, you just spoken on live there, that the gentlemen somehow, I don't know how they manage it, but wheel-to-wheel racing that close, don't get into the caution territory too much. And isn't that what a coincidence that laps are 69 too, specifically? I'm not quite sure about that one, but it is what it is. I don't, James. Yeah, it's something to be expected, perhaps shocked a little bit. You see mainly everybody from the United States of America. There's a couple of Aussies in there, Michael and John. So I'm gonna have a little bit of hometown bias towards them there. We've got a Danish driver and a couple of Canadians.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is, generally, as you say, you associate NASCAR with the incidents and accidents, and you sit back and think, oh, it's going to be caution, caution, caution. But you can run, there are leagues that will basically be able to run from green to green. And, we've seen it with these guys previously as well. And they have gone all the way through green to green without any issues. So I don't expect it's going to be a massive, crash fest that we've seen in other series. I don't expect that at all. I think they will run nice and clean here this evening, and at the end of the day, they're sitting in the Gen 4s as well, which is unbelievable for them to be driving along in. And I just think they'll do okay. They won't have any issues. If the odd yellow comes out, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm also not expecting it to be absolutely manic crash fest one big smack after another, because they're just not built that way in this league. And I think at the end of the day, it's something that we will be able to look out for. It's something that we will be able to keep an eye on as well. You know, they've got 650 horsepower underneath them, and I still think they'll be okay. I think they'll be nicely composed, nicely balanced. They're all here for racing, but they're not going to be doing anything silly in the process. I think that's the question. So, you know, I think we'll have to just hopefully look out for it and see how they get on. But I think it should be a good one.
I'm surprised easier said than done, because, of course, you've got side drafting, bump drafting, and all that sort of stuff. You have to work together as a team here. As drivers even aren't in teams, have to work together in those pit-stop strategies. And on top of it, my friend, I don't know, here in that NASCAR world, they don't like foreigners essentially coming in there and stealing the surprise. And at the moment, Mr. John Campbell from the Thunder from Down Under has, with the fastest lap. Then again, this is replaced by James Lawson, but John's come back immediately. So as you get the average lap time over there, which is at 51.8, and Oliver's just replaced that one. So there's Oliver Turan.
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be quick lap times here as well. 69 laps, you know, ideally, at the end of the day, if you look at it, 69 laps at barely 51 seconds, it's going to be 69 minutes, 67 minutes maybe, taking off the odd seconds here and there as well. But I think at the end of the day, we'll just have to see how this one pans out. There's been races that I've done where you're there for 4 hours or something, because it's 100% distance and you're at it
like
constantly.
An American baseball game or something like that, isn't it? But it just goes for hours and hours.
It goes on forever. Or, you know, like an American football game. I love American football, and I sit and watch American football, and I sit and watch the Super Bowl and stuff like that as well. It does make you wonder how four 15-minute halves take 4 hours. It can be a little bit confusing, but all in all,
game of strategy, my friend. Combining chess and a little bit of action. But combining anything at the moment, Clay on top of the timesheets there, just over Zach. Now it's Clay Candel and Zach. I'm not going to pronounce his last name, but Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger, yes. I saw somebody from the Twins towns of Minnesota, the first place I lived in the United States when I first moved in there. Cold. People thought I was crazy trying to walk to the supermarket in the middle of winter. Yes, I was absolutely crazy. Almost died, so I won't do that. But Plymouth, Minnesota, you'd probably be aware of that one. Twin Towns. And we got the Kentucky boy here of Jason Bentley on board right now, the 16 machine. They're all Chevrolets, as you said, all the same car, same pace. Just tweak them out a little bit differently how you want to do it. And fuel, of course, and tires are a big thing, isn't it, in oval racing?
Yeah, it always is, and it's dependent on what sort of strategy these guys will choose, but the grid will be up now for us to have a look at, and here is the grid for round 3 from Talladega. It is Clay Cantrell on first place with Zach Roethlisberger in second, Jason Benson in third, Oliver Turan 4th, John Campbell 5th, Kyle Griesick 6th, James Lawson 7th, Mark Herzog 8th, Sid Kashishian in 9th, John Crutchley in 10th, Darrell Whitford in 11th, and Derek Catt is down in 12th. Then beyond that, we've got Grant Parker, Joshua Kona, Matt Harmon, Michael Caffrey, Matt Perezzini, Andrew Schultz, Justin Bentley, and Tyler Merritt rounds out your top 20. Dustin Barton 21st, Zach Doust in 22nd, Paul Duppenberger in 23rd, and Al Corey in 24th. Then beyond that, we've got John Barton, it was very bizarre, and Anthony Sparazza is up the end of the... What's the chances of the two John Bartons being on the grid at exactly the same time? Do you know what I mean? No, and I've never seen that before either. So I'm quite impressed about it. We've got two John Bartons on track here as well. Thanks so much for joining us, Josh. Hope you're well. We should remember what happened last time here. It'll be okay, Josh. It will be okay. Don't do that. It will be fine. I promise. So there we go. And we're going to be under the pace car lights, waiting for everybody else to get onto the grid. Josh is just there waiting for Josh, Tyler, Al, and John Barton. J-O-H-N rather than John Barton on J-O-N. Don't forget, guys, this evening's race is sponsored by Jason Benson and John Crutchley here as well. And if you want to get yourself involved in it, 4 nights of racing for the Triple Bypass of Discord, you can get yourself by joining the link below. They are recruiting for all series, friendly and inclusive league that focus on fun and sportsmanship. Check the description for the link to the Discord below. So you got Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursdays of some absolutely epic racing. All right, we're going to be getting underway, ready to go here as well, and let's see how they all get on. Predictions, Biggles, how long are we going to be going, do you reckon, without a caution, or do you reckon we're going to make it to the end?
Before we get back on that one, James, I guarantee every there'll be a day that ends in Y. That'll be a fun day for some fun racing action. That's what I wanted to try to get through there at the moment. And, well, if it's Talladega, my friend, shake and bake, baby. You're going to have to go back to that one. Now, further going... See, I'm avoiding that, sitting on the fence, James. I always do that to you, don't I?
Yeah,
very clever on that one. Yeah. Joshua's out there. We should remember what happened last time. Yay, let's go, of course. And I'll be reading that chat as much as the boss man, Mr. JPB himself, will be pushing all those buttons in all the right places, capturing all the action with the 27 drivers.
Yeah.
Hopefully pushing all their right buttons to navigate this fantastic classic track here for a NASCAR Series Round 3, of course, for the Gen 4 Cup.
Yeah, we are here. The lights are out. The drivers are heading into turn 3 currently at the moment, and here they all come. All 27 cars here on track. Let's see what this action is going to bring here and see how we get on. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting. You're going to sit back, watch it and enjoy it. Don't forget, get your popcorn, get your drinks, put your feet up, get your blanket, put your slippers on. Do whatever you got to do to enjoy this action, because it's going to be incredible.
Barbecue ribs all fired up there on the barbecue, my friend. But yeah, you're right there, James. That pace gun's going to peel in a minute, and it's going to be time to hit the loud pedal as loud as you can.
Yeah, here they go. They are all going through now, ready to go. We're going to be underway very, very shortly as we wait for these guys to come in to the try part of the oval. And then we're going to be up on the start-finish line, ready to go. We're going to see them come through, see how they get on. Barney's waving his green flag. He's ready. He's up and running. He's there. He's finally there. There have been times when Barney's taken a night off. We are going to be underway. It's going to be green, green, green for the Triple Bypass Gen 4 Round 3 live from Talladega. And currently at the moment it is Clay Campbell, Roethlisberger, Turan, Benson, and Grizik, your top 5 currently running 2 lines, as we can see, as normal here as well. It's going to be interesting to see which line comes out on top of this one, Biggles. I think with the fact that they're running both lines at the same time, it's going to be interesting to see which ones can stay close and stay together and push forward as much as they can.
Absolutely, you got to be aware of the cars that are around you. They're also going to be a benefit to you, of course, with the side slip, the bump drafting and everything. Everybody taking it easy, 2 abreast at the moment. Nobody's going to be gambling it for 3 so early into this one. 69 laps at the moment. Not a lot of switcheroo positions, but then again, you know, biding their time, feeling it out of the play there, getting the cars on heavy fuel load, of course, at the start of the race, they're colder tyres. They're doing good, James, I think, just sizing it up there, getting used to it. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be some fantastic racing action further back in the field there. You can see a little bit of action. There's car's a little bit of sweeving and reeving, and that's what it is. A shake and bake baby, that's what they call it here.
Yeah,
in NASCAR.
That was Patrick Daubenberger, who literally took the nose off the 68 of John Barton, J-O-N, of course. And then we got John Barton of J-O-H-N, who doesn't look like he's actually taken the start at the moment. So maybe John was not here at this moment in time. But currently at the moment, Turan, Grizik, Roethlisberger, Cantrell, Campbell. We started settling into one line. We've still got 2 lines running currently at the moment as they're coming around that tri-part of this oval. It's going to be a battle of who's going to be able to keep it on track. I think that's going to be the interesting thing. Is anyone going to make mistakes? Is anyone going to have any issues? What do you reckon, Biggles? Do you think we can get through? Do you think they're going to be able to manage to make this all the way?
Looking good so far there, James. So a little bit, we get a little bit crazy out there. Those balls will come out and bite you, of course, if you head up too much to them. You can see that pack forming just at the back there. Couldn't even get close to a 3 wide in there. And I'm quite sure they're going to risk it just yet on lap 3, turning to lap 4. But You never know. If gap car, drivers always say. But this is a different kettle of fish, of course, when you're talking about oval racing at this level than it is just getting to your braking point into a corner of the road tracks at the moment. And we're going two abreast now there, James, and there's the bump draft that they're getting from the cars behind. So there you have Clay and Kyle pushing both Zach and Oliver in P1 and P2, giving them a little bit of push along course that will help them. But then again, when you're going to have to switch out to a different position, that's when you're going to have to see how it's going to pan out. That's all, at least what I've learned here from NASCAR. And I hope, if I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah,
as Google Earth says, I get to enjoy the oval race for once and not be stressed out. Yep.
Yeah, that's our very own Armand Brousseau, who runs the BSC League that we do on a Tuesday. They are further back, going free wide at one point. That was car number 97 at Andrew Schultz. They're free wide in the front. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. They've got Justin Bentley mixing it up in the middle. We have got 3 lanes. They can play free wide, but I probably wouldn't suggest it. And as you can say, they haven't there, and they've managed to settle in once more here as well to get up and running for what plans to be, I think, an interesting one here. 69 laps at Talladega is always difficult at the best of times. Justin Bentley there as well, trying to make his way through. He's going to be trying to send it free wide again, coming out of turn 2. He's looking for that run up through the 19 of Kashishian and the 12 in front of him, which is Michael Caffrey, or Australian boy there. And John Campbell, unfortunately, is dropping down the order here, Biggles. And yeah, an Australian representing NASCAR, that's something we don't see every day.
Yeah, you don't see that every day, absolutely. Not just yet. Daniel Ricciardo was rumored to go there, but I think they may actually go to IndyCar anyway. I'm not quite sure he's going to do about Formula 1. But anyway, hometown Melbourne guy, he knows all about Albert Park. Mr. John Campbell, you're riding on board at the moment. He's just biding his time, comfortable here. Remember, you're not going to win this race on lap 6 of 69. You're going to win it on lap 69. Oh, they're starting to get a little bit pearly shaped there. The rear ends are slipping out with the temperatures. Look at that, like, overcast skies there, James. Are the temperatures coming into play? The 2's close to the wall, just in the background there. You can see the Mobile 1 livery on it. But then again, still up the top of the timesheets, a 93.8 and 002 machine. Overall panning and shuffling and using the draft to the best of their ability. We could have a 3-wide situation. Here we are. Look at this, 16.52. And there's a caution, James.
Yeah,
First one.
there is. I think it's Anthony Sparozza who may have been involved in that one. Unfortunately for Anthony, it's... no, it's flagged up as Justin Bentley. No, it's behind. No, it's behind. There we go. Oh, Andre Schultz, Grant Parker. These guys involved in the back end. You can see the 43 there. Unfortunately, the 43.
Oh, he went on the inside apron to avoid it as well. But unfortunately, that's what they can't come back down. Apparently, they tell you to go up on the outside rather than go in on the apron. But at that point, mate, it's a 50-50 gamble, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You can see it here. He gets knocked behind from the 80. And unfortunately for Parker, that was Speranza. And then Parker's just a passenger. Lucky enough, they have got one fast repair. I'm pretty sure he did not want to take that this earlier on, but unfortunately for him, he may have to here as well. And, well, they're going to be having difficulties here once more. And I seem to be having technical difficulties, which is the wonderful
world.
What
it is, yeah. But it's stuck on that beautiful logo there, Asma. We've got the pictures back there, I think, in a second there.
I think they're still not running full. Can we get...
Is it because I smuggled my jar of Vegemite into the US Customs? They really don't like that sometimes.
I'm not really sure, but whatever it is not going ideal. So there we go. We will try and resolve this issue.
Thankfully, everybody, it is under the pace car situation, so you're not missing any action at this point.
Yep. So hopefully... Come on. Come on, you can do this. No, you're not going to do it, are you? Right, let's try it.
It's the Beagles luck, my friend.
Let's try it this way. We'll go again. We'll go once more and see if it works. You can do it.
You can do it. Shake it, bake, baby, as Ben says. Absolutely.
You clearly aren't doing it there as well, unfortunately. Let's see. While we're under caution, if we can have a chat with a driver. Let's see if I can pull in.
They're in the pit road too there, James.
Yeah, let's see if I can pull in Mr. Al Corey in the booth for a chat. Al, how are you getting on out there? Caution. already. Tough one to say because it looked like Sparazzo and Parker got into it there, but what do you think? And what's going to happen for you today as you're coming down the pit road?
Well, not a great start. Happened right in front of me. Picked up 40 seconds of optional repair, but I've got it fixed up without using the fast repair, and I'm going to go back on the track and see what can happen.
How far are we expecting now at the moment then, bud? Because you're 23rd currently at the moment. What do we think here could happen for you? What's the benefit? What's the struggle coming from the back end?
Well, I typically try to hang back at Superspeedways until the last quarter of the race to try to avoid getting into trouble. So far, that has not worked.
Okay, and are you full flat all the way round, or are you lifting here at Dega? What do you think?
Yeah, you get a pretty good run from the draft from the car ahead of you, so I'm typically lifting 3/4 throttle going into the corners to make sure I don't run over anybody.
Yeah, okay.
Real quick there, Al, mate. So yeah, not obviously taking that earlier pit stop than what you wanted to do, but you got those repairs done and quite sharply, I'd imagine, under that caution. Are you now praying out of strategy? Of course, so yourself and the other 11 or so cars ahead of you now have all boxed on lap 7. Now, what's the perfect ideal strategy for you going further into this race now?
Well, unfortunately, we weren't in the fuel window, so the pit stop's not going to help with strategy, really. So, we just hopefully it goes green and we get a green flag pit stop. Looks like we can get about 45 laps to a tank. So will be one more pit stop for everybody, and hopefully we can go green.
Okay, well, thanks so much there, bud, as well. The lights are out, so we'll be going green this time around, bud. I'll pop you back in, but great talking to you.
You too, bye-bye.
Very good. Well, there you go. That was Al Corey, one of the admins here as well. Excuse me while I've had to get back to live pictures in a very uncouth way there. Not entirely sure.
You're right, James.
What
so just
happened?
to give everybody of a recap, of course, the top 10 that have stayed out currently at the moment, everybody else outside the top 10 have boxed, including the man you just heard there from Al. So there it is. That's the situation. They're going to bunch themselves back up, whether they'll take advantage of the situation or not. But one thing for sure, of course, is the top 10 have not gone down there and visited pit road. They don't have to just yet, but we'll see how this all switcheroos with that caution. As you said, that's pretty unusual here in this racing league, so you might not get many of them. So if you do get it, take advantage of it, and maybe those drivers have done it. But for now, Jason Benson, actually, I was going to say Jensen Button, I'm not going to do that to you, and Oliver are in the top 2 there at the moment, and Mark Herzog and John Campbell on the second row. Pace car should be peeling in anytime soon there. Welcome aboard. Welcome along to the Triple Bypass Racing Gen 4 Cup Round 3 at Talladega Superspeedway. That's Shake and Bake, baby.
At where?
You'll know it.
Where is it?
Talladega.
Talladega. Okay, cool. I didn't think you said that. No, I'm not this early on in the morning. For me,
I was
I'm
testing
not.
to see if you're paying attention.
Oh, okay, because I wasn't entirely sure what you said there, but I'm pretty sure I did not hear that. But never mind. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens. The pace car is going to come in. It is going to be Jason Benson, Oliver Turan, Mark Herzog, John Campbell. They're your front 4 cars here, as we're going to be back underway very, very shortly. And we're going to be going once more as these guys come around the triangle. There they are at the top of your screen. Here we go. It's going to be back green racing. Barney's there with his flag. He's waving frantically. We are going to be up and running, and we are going to be running 2 lines of 2 with Jason Benson, Oliver Turan, all currently still out in front as well. 5 places gained for Mark Herzog here as well. And unfortunately, the 66 car there of James Lawson got left behind a little bit on the restart. He's got to do some catching up to do here this early on as well. Lap 10 needs a little bit of a help there, and if the 48 of John Crutchy can give him a little bit of a nudge, they will put themselves right beside the 19 and the 24 once more, Biggles.
You need the nudge, of course. You need to, in NASCAR racing courses is a little bit different than what we know from the world of road courses and stuff, where there's 16 up wide there, the 80 and the 64 in the middle there. So the 16 will get a nice toe there, and even side draft and bump draft on the 24. And even a little bit of a nudge there side by side. But yeah, I was going to get back to that one there, James. In this NASCAR racing, you rely on the drivers around you. They aren't the ones who are going to help you out here. It's a lot different, of course, than getting a nice little DRS toe in Formula 1. You need these cars around you, otherwise you're out in front by yourself. You're in a bit of trouble. And we are going 3 abreast now, so they're much more confident now on lap 11 than they were on lap 1, James.
Yeah, that's what I mean as well. Even Armin Brusso put in chat, that man said Talladega. I knew you did. I knew there was not.
Oh, you dingoes out there picking on me. Oh, look at the outside. Straight through the bump drop. They're pushing the 16 car up close to the wall there. Now, Justin up there, but look at the speed he's going to scrub now. Coming out of the turn 4, I believe it is, or 3, James. I'm going to mess that one up in a minute, but we're going to get 3 abreast here. Look at this.
Yeah, they are 3 wide, 3 stacks of 3. They're pushing each other along here. That middle stack is a little bit short of drivers, and they could do with some help. They know full well that they've got to stay in line with each other. Number 80 there as well, and that is currently Anthony Speranza, I believe, has been tapping the wall all the way round here as well, as these guys are running 3 wide at Talladega. 26 cars. We've got 3 wide, 2 deep. We're going 3 deep now. That top line has had a big push there with Jason Benson and Justin Bentley, and a 93 of Roethlisberger as well. Bentley drops down now. He's trying to keep it here 3 wide. I think this is a very brave or very crazy, to be honest. We've got a couple of laps. I'm quite impressed that they've held on. That middle line here as well, the 02, which is Oliver Turan, has just got no help behind him. You can see it here with John Campbell's tucked up right behind him at the moment. Yeah, he needs more help.
He needs a little shove right here at the moment. Stay puff, of course, at the moment up the road there. We're on board there with Mark Herzog and that 56 machine. You got to remember too, James, that Jason and Justin, have they taken, Justin, remember, has taken his pit stop.
Yeah, there's a man off. Somebody is off. I can see that already. Somebody torpedoed off
caution.
to the side. Yeah, Perezzini into the wall with
24 machine.
Yeah, Matt Harmon. I believe Perezzini and Harmon look like they may have had a coming together on lap 13.
These are Canadians. They'll be apologising, saying, sorry, mate. Oh, one Canadian on another Canadian. There's only a few of them in the field too, James. I think the only 2 Canadians have come together.
Yeah, 24 there, Matt Perezzini with the 81 as well. Unfortunately got torpedoed into that. And it all
they'll be apologising to each other, going, sorry, mate. Yep, that's okay. You're right. Oh, so unfortunate. That's just like that at second caution. Am I bringing all the cautions here to the league the first time I'm casting here for the triple bypass racing, James? What am I doing?
Yeah.
You said it was all great last time.
Generally, it was, but unfortunately, it looks like, you've brought yellow flags with you here. So he just gets out. He gets tapped there from, who's the Mobile 1 car? I think that's Derek Catt. It is Catt. Catt taps Perezzini. Perezzini goes shooting across, I believe, the track. And watch Catt on the outside, the Mobile 1, he taps him. Perezzini's just got nowhere to go.
I'm not quite sure the number of the car on that one.
Derek Catt, he's number 2, I believe, as well. And as my timing software once more plays up and decides that it wants to try and freeze, I'm going to have to do this in a very uncouth way. I do apologise for anybody here who's watching. There we go. Here on lap 13.
A bit dinged up there, Matty, mate, but don't you worry, your pit crew will get that fixed for you as quick as possible. NASCAR crew are good at getting the old hammer and nails out there. Well, no nails, my friend, but rubber hammer.
Did I bring the yellows with me, said Armand Brusso. Armand, who very famously had 26 cautions in 2 rounds of racing. Maybe you did, young sir. Maybe you brought them all. Everybody's into the pits, apart from Kashishian, Campbell, Benson, and Turan. Everybody else has jumped in.
Why did they stay out, actually? Curious. You got drivers to stay out.
I think the thing is, if they're not in the pit window, then there's no reason for them to go in if they feel that they can carry on. I think if their tyres feel good and everything else is looking happy and they've got fuel and that, we said 45 laps, they've only got 15. So if they've got the ability to keep going, they will. And at the end of the day, Turan, Benson, Campbell and Kashishian have all made up bunches of places. Turan's up 3, Benson 1, Campbell 2, Grzyk 2 and Kashishian's up 4. John Barton, Jon here, with the number 68. He's up 20 places at the moment. Started at the back of the grid and pitted on lap 7. Didn't come in this time around and is now up 20 places. But as we've known from previous NASCAR races, it doesn't matter where you are at the beginning. It only matters where you are going around that final lap and crossing that line. That's the important thing in any race, isn't it? You want to be out front on the last lap, really.
Yep, that's all the one that counts. Of course, seeing Barney the first time, hopefully, is you see Oliver there for the Twin Cities, Minnesota. Oliver, yeah, say hi from Plymouth with the the black and gold machine at the moment. I was going to say something to you, James. Like, I don't know if I was thinking about this earlier. Would it be illegal for you to have the same livery as the pace car just to throw everybody off?
Well, one of
Even
the
though
things
it's a different car, but still, you see it, you go, oh, the pace car.
One of the things about Give It Away is you haven't got yellow flashing lights on the top.
Yeah, but drivers are going to see it anyway from a distance and go, oh, pace car. I know, I just thought it'd be like a bit of sheiks and giggles or whatever that you would have, but anyway.
Maybe. Yeah. Ben Harcum, ouch, that hurt. Yeah, for Matt Perezzini, Matt Harmon and Dustin Barton there, I bet it definitely did hurt. But it was caused by Cat, so unfortunately for Cat, he was responsible on that one there as well. We'll let these drivers just settle for this time round on a caution. We'll have a chat with somebody on the next one if there is another one, and if there isn't, well, then we won't talk to anyone. But, you know, we'll see what happens. As you've got the 24 and 25th place man, Dustin Bartlett and Tyler Merritt. They are running round as quickly as they can to get on to the back of the pack. We've got Corey, Perezzini, Crutchley and Schultz all into the pits. Don't forget they have got one fast repair. I'm probably sure they don't want to be using it on lap 16, but unfortunately it looks like it's a possibility that they might have to. We have just got a straight run of Dega, 69 laps, straight run through here, no stage breaks, no funny business. It's just a straight sprint from the beginning to the end, and this free wide has been, I think, probably one of the main reasons that they've succeeded to get to this far, but probably could also be responsible for one of the main reasons why we got cautions here, Biggles.
Yeah, but it's been entertaining, hasn't it? I mean, you see at the front of the pack, we got 9 or 12 cars there getting it done well, and you know how difficult it is, of course, because you get 3, you could even go 4 who are really bold and brave on that one, but that just means you're allowing yourself basically shavings of mosquito eyelashes between that one, if you want to give it a burl, and a 12. But on top of it, I don't know, like, you know, some of the drivers are still electing to stay out the top 3 at the moment, not visited the pit road there. Sid in P5 has not visited pit road. See how that pans out for strategy a little bit later on. As you said, they don't have to worry too much about that one, but the tires might start creeping into a little bit dangerous territory. It's got to get the temperature up. The only other thing that could throw a spanner in the mix right now there, James, would be if iRacing added a little bit of rain, of course, and then you'll have to red flag the race. You can't go racing on ovals when it rains.
No, can't go racing on ovals. It's probably the only series in iRacing that hasn't or won't get rain. Don't get me wrong, no other series has got rain either, to be blatantly honest, at the moment. But at the moment, NASCAR is probably the only one where they shouldn't. And I say this lightly because if they start putting it in ovals and you're doing 100 plus laps and then they chuck in rain for good measure, we're going to be in deep trouble here. This could be a red flag. It could last for absolutely ages.
Yeah, and the inside line would be the most puddles. As Barney waves the flag, green, green, green. Here we are. Welcome along.
Yeah, Oliver Turan is out in front. Benson, Campbell, Grzyk, Kashishian, Campbell, Benson and Turan are the only 3 left on the who have not pitted here. I'm not quite sure if they're taking a chance or if they're just doing something crazy here this evening as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out. They should have about 30 laps of racing before they've got to go into the pits, these front guys. Everybody else may have already pitted, but it will mean that they will need to make another stop. Fuel, about 45 laps. These front 3, Benson, Grzyk, and now the 68 is coming on, which is Barton here, all involved. Don't forget, Barton's up 23 places at the moment and is doing an absolutely stellar job. So it's flying along nicely. He's just about to go.
Oh, he's doing awesome. Yeah, look at that. And once again, 23 positions gained perfectly on that one, having to make that pit stop already as well too. So using that to his advantage and see how that pans out. That's the thing too. Sometimes, as you all know, you're at the mercy of a pace car, so your strategy has to pan out perfectly, regardless of your pace sometimes. And you never know what's going to happen. These other drivers that are still yet to make a pit stop are probably praying for one of those pace car safety incidents to occur. Look at that. Just because he's got no one in front of him at the moment, he's getting murdered by the cars around him. That's to be expected.
Yeah, John Barton is just slipping down the order. As I say, he's got no help in that middle lane. He's got that top lane led by Benson and Justin Bentley. And unfortunately for Barton in the middle, he's kind of just all on his own. If these guys start getting closer together and not doing anything crazy.
You should get a little bit of a side draft, you'd imagine. So you see how you get that there, but in the moment, now you're going to start breaking the dirty air. He has to tuck in close to somebody here. Tucking in close to the 42. Still keeping with the pace, of course. But then bang, as you get onto the straightaway here, look at the speed difference. It's going to scrub it big time soon. You start dropping back a little bit as you're approaching into this turn here. Let's just prove me I'm on. Actually, he's got the 6 car pushing up now. So now he might have a little bit of help. You got the 16 in the lead. Then you got Kyle Gresh and you got John, you mentioned. And there's your 6th car that's had to back off a little bit.
Yeah, he thought about coming through the middle, didn't he? And then he just kind of stopped his run. But he's now got no real main options here but to go. He can't get on the bottom. He can't get on the top. He's got to go with the car that's behind him currently at the moment as well. That's the 71 of Zach Doust. Has got to push that middle line. They are running 3 wide. We've got 49 laps. Even Doust backs out and leaves the 6 of Doppenberger hug up. He's dropped out. They're all leaving Barton.
They are. Look at this.
Yeah, he's all
getting murdered right now. They're like, it's like it's like when you get picked for team sports at the moment. You're the last one left to be picked for the team. He must feel all alone at the moment, but he's still got the pace, James. Still, the side draft is what's working for him. As long as he can hug the cars nearby, he can still keep that pace up and still somehow surviving the middle. It's good to see. He ain't giving up, my friend. John is not giving up. He's happy to be here at the moment. He's the John in the middle.
Yeah, he needs really something. He needs help, or he needs to try and get in. The problem is that top line is running so close together. The bottom line is running so close together. And poor old John Barton on the 68 there we go. He slips out now and puts his car in front of Justin Bentley.
He's blocking 16. He doesn't want the 16 to steal the middle line. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
So they turn it back into the 2s. No 3s here at the moment. They're too close in the middle. There's no gap. 16 can try to sneak it in here. I don't think he's going to allow that one. He has to tuck in there and get the little toe from it. You can see Justin up on the high line. Great racing. That's what we like to see. We're at 21, of course, to 69, about to be 22. It goes by very, very quickly. Remember, James, you do know we do have Jason P3, Oliver P4, and John Campbell then have to go into the pit road. They have to do it together, timely. Otherwise, you're all alone on this track. You're in big trouble on the green.
Yeah, you definitely are. What you really kind of also got to minimize as well is the fact that you don't want to be trying to go in with 3 or 4 other cars. Pit entry is a very vital part, and you do need to be playing it out by ear. Griezek out in front currently at the moment as they run down this back stretch as well. Al, who we spoke to earlier on, and needs a big push from Matt Perezzini. He needs help at the back here in 22nd place. Currently at the moment is Corey. Perezzini backs out. He's saving tyres, trying to go up to that high line, and unfortunately Kaori needs to try and get onto the back as quickly as possible. If he starts losing that time, he'll start losing places. Crutchley as well, the 48, he needs to push through. Once more, Perezzini's trying to settle in here and nothing doing there. He's strung out on a free situation. He's in the middle. He's just got nowhere to go here, Biggles. And there we go. He drops out or back onto that top line and has left a room there from the 13 of Dustin Barton, who decides he wants to go down to the bottom.
2 cars I'm a little bit worried about at the moment there. You've got like the likes of the 42, the 002, and John Campbell in the 117. Now, at the situation where they're going to follow somebody into pit road, if you're on the outside line and you've got a car right on the inside line who doesn't need to go on the pit road, you can't make your way in there very quickly. So they have to snap decision. Maybe the snap decision will be on Jason right here, right now. He's the man in the lead currently at the moment that would have to make a decision on going to pit road. Now, if he goes to pit road, they might follow him in. However, it depends on what side of the track. So you want to be on the inside line, I would say, if you are planning on going into the pit road. Otherwise, you don't want to be cutting across all these cars doing it at the last decision, because you need, once again, to be relying on. There's only 3 or 4 cars at the moment there, James, that still have to box, and that's the problem. And you're getting down to the fuel crucial situation. This is 68 on the apron early. That's John. That is John Barton. Yeah, he's really backed off. Is he out of gas or something, James?
No, I think he's even looking at 2 options here. He's either going to look at dropping down and going into the pits, but he hasn't. But he pitted on lap 7, so I'll be surprised if he goes in so far. Not entirely sure if he just got bullied out and then ended up unfortunately sliding down the order, as we've seen. Justin Bentley is blocking that top line there with the 8. That's Clay Cantrell, sorry, behind him. They're going 3 wide in the middle. That's the 81 car of Matt Harmon trying to push through the middle here as well. He's sending it 3 wide with Cat on the outside, and Harmon does make it work. He takes the gap. Cat leaves him room, and he comes back in here as well. We've lost 3 cars already at the end. Lawson, Short, and John Barton, who I don't believe has actually started this race. No, but the last man running currently at the moment is John Crutchley, who is running here as well at the front. We're on 25. We've got 45 laps of fuel, they reckon, as well. So the likes of Benson, Turan, Campbell, who haven't pitted, they're all running that bottom line. Benson, unfortunately, he's on the 42 with Turan and also the 117 of Campbell, who haven't pitted here, Biggles. So they've got to try and make it work and make sure they hug that inside line, because, as you say, coming from top to bottom to refuel could be horrendous.
And the other drivers should be aware of that as well too. If their spotters, their engineers, be telling them at the moment, they're not going to go risk it for the high line. So they're going to make sure that they are forced into the inside. You can see that's the 42 machine you can see there of Jensen. A little bit further behind is Oliver. That's a 002. So he's in the same thing. Oliver probably will be copying Jensen, I would imagine, because he needs a buddy in pit road. And then if you go back to the 117 machine, there's your John Campbell. So there's those 3 drivers that do need to box at some point soon. And who's going to jump first? The rest of the drivers around them have visited pit road. We do know that Kyle, currently running a P3 27 machine, had boxed a lot early on lap 7, but he can go a little bit deeper in this race. But the other drivers at the moment that have not boxed, they're the ones that are sticking to that inside line, and they're going to have to just bite their time. And once again, I think at the moment, the number 42 machine there of Jason Benson, he's the one that has to make the call, and then everybody else, I'd imagine, should follow. There's only a handful of them, too, that would follow, you'd imagine there, James. Or unless we get the old pace car back out again.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about that is Jason is in a chat room with Oliver Turan, which is great for him because obviously he can handle going down together. Campbell, however, is in the other chat. So Campbell's not going to know. So Campbell's going to have to pay close attention to when they drop him, because otherwise he's not going to have anybody to run with. And the last thing they really want to be doing is running, as you say, on their own, because it's going to cause them a problem. We are 3 wide towards the back here as well. That's Perezzini, and that on the 13 is Dustin Barton. Barton, of course, getting caught up earlier on in the incident on the second caution on lap 13 here, but seems to be recovering well.
Ooh, going through the middle too.
Yeah, the
there's 53 dropping back.
Yeah,
that's Tyler.
He looks like he's just strung out, I think, to be honest.
Oh, not wanting to want a part of that party just yet. Maybe different strategies you can see right now. Trial. I don't think there's any instance that he had. Just maybe fuel coasting, different strategy. You never know what's going to happen. There's still plenty of racing to go. We're on 28 of 69, as you mentioned. And some of the cars starting a little bit too early. This once again, dangerous situation for some of those drivers, because we do know that Jason is the one that has to make a call. We don't know the other drivers behind him. They're staying on the inside line. They have to. And look at that. Who was just tucked in behind? I think that's tucking in behind the 117 of John Campbell. And that's not a problem. But yeah, the key thing is to look at
Barton.
Yeah, Barton. And he's already had a pit road too, remember, twice there for the Canadian driver. So that first incident, and second of all, now he can go a lot deeper into this race. Some of these drivers are sitting there just waiting perhaps there for the caution. You have to imagine, is Jason Benson just waiting for this caution to jump in as quickly as he possibly can and see what's going to happen behind him?
Yeah.
Jason, you got to remember too, Justin Bentley, 18 positions gained, comfortably in the lead of this race, having 2 pit stops as well. Lap 14, the last one, so plenty of gas. Tyres are good. Go a little deeper in this race.
Yeah, he's sitting currently at the moment. Carl Griesick is behind Bentley, trying to push him along there. There's an amazing view of the front end in the car, I'm not going to lie. All the electrics in front of us currently at the moment. He's got to just push Bentley if he can. Trouble is, the outside line's also being pushed with Roethlisberger and Clay Cantrell. So it is a battle of two lines here this evening, and once again, these guys are doing an absolutely stellar job as we reach lap 30 of 69. 39 laps remaining. We've only had 2 cautions. We've had 3 wide. We've had people coming from top to bottom with Perezzini, Cat spinning Perezzini, and then Harman Barton going off, and then Parker and Speranza were involved in the first caution on lap 7 there as well. As you can see, the 13 of Barton sending it 3 wide. No support though out on that top line there, Biggles. How far can he go?
No. Dangerous territory. But in fact, if anything, the longer, the deeper this race goes in with those drivers that are yet to make a pit stop, and there's just as I said, like a handful of them at the moment, they're in big trouble right now, James. If nothing goes to a caution soon, and they're getting that gas tank starting to run out of fuel, and we go green flag conditions, they're going to be a couple of laps down, and that's not what you want to be in a race like this. It's going to be almost impossible to catch up. So I don't know what you do. That's going to be difficult. You got to be sitting on the fence on this one, James. You know, I like to sit on the fence, but what do you do? Do you start taking a risk in boxing now, or just keep going until you essentially almost run out of gas waiting for a safety car?
Well, they're going around in 48s or 49s, early 49s currently at the moment. It seems that average pit line time 43, 44. So he may be able to get out back onto the lead lap if they have an exceptional pit stop, which means they've got to go in, get stopped, and go back out without any trouble there. So that would be ideal. Harman is just dropping back at the moment in the 81. Doppenberger again starting to lose contact if he can. He's got to try and stay with Kashishian. Kashishian needs to basically be able to get onto the back of John Barton, and Barton could do with all the help he can possibly get from Herzog to try and pull everybody forward to keep that bottom line in check currently at the moment. They cannot be spread out
on the wall.
Yeah, I saw him hit the wall, but they can't be spread out at the moment. They've got to you know, they can't be like a jigsaw puzzle chucked on the table. They've got to be, you know, unison. They've got to stay in line. They've got to try and minimise the movement. I think that's the big thing.
3 abreast behind there, James, as well, too. As you can just see, that's the 81 going up close to the fence. Yeah, they can't be spreading that Lego out like your kid's not putting it back into places before they go to bed. Yep.
Campbell's going in.
Look at that. 17 goes down. That's John. So he's backed off big time here now. Is he panning? Remember, John is yet to make a pit stop. He's going into pit road by himself. That's going to be dangerous there, James. He's got nobody around him. No, I know he's backed off to keep up the pack. That's a lot, but to catch up, probably a little bit too much on the not so greedy gas pedal.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that he would drop out and drop back there. I'm a little bit
too much.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why he would look at doing that. But there we go. As these guys are going to be coming racing through, you see them all there. And then we're back. You see him on track once more. He's still too wide. 34 of 69. Another 11 laps, and we are going to be looking at fuel stops under greens. So this is going to be an interesting one for Campbell. Campbell did go into the pits in the end on his own, which I am surprised about. But he also...
And that's one for the chat real quick there, James. Like, when are they expecting to go in? Remember, too, we had a couple of cautions, so you've got a couple extra laps of gas in your tank, probably. But let us know, please. When do you think that the call's going to be in? Because really, look at the 42 machine. That's going to be the key. He is the current leader in the non-pit stoppers. That's the rest of them have.
Speranza trying to take it 3 wide there. I'm not entirely sure where he's expected to go. He is running solo. The door is closing. There's going to be contact. More contact. They're going to be in the wall. Are they going to be running? No. Speranza's gone. There we go. The 13, Barton was the one who was running it. And everybody is in caution number 3. Out.
There's your freebie. There's your freebie now. So you've got to go in. So Jason will go in, as well as Oliver.
I expect everybody to be going in now.
Yeah.
I would be very surprised if anybody stays out.
Just
there it is.
In the background there, right?
Oh, it's upside down.
How many others were involved after that too, James?
I think you got Crutchley involved in that one as well. You got the 13, you got the 6 of Doppenberger, all at the same time. Barton was obviously the main protagonist of all of that. I'm not entirely sure how he got tapped. We can have a brief look, hopefully, as well. Go back to where I want. Oh, no, he's already upside down.
Yeah. Just to let everybody out there, that tyre that did jump the fence at the moment did hit a car in the car park, but nobody was injured during this, so don't you worry that too much.
Oh, that was a big one for Crutchley.
Oh, good save, I had to say there for the 6 machine, isn't it? Avoiding that one.
Doppelberger, yeah. I think now we're... I would be very surprised if people weren't pitting. Oh. Bear with me,
just
2
to let everybody
seconds.
know, everybody in this race is either boxed on lap 14, 7, or 0 yet to box. So that's the situation. A couple of drivers have boxed a little bit further back down the field there after their racing incidents. But there it is. For the front runners, that will be the field of spread there at the moment. And then Justin and Clay leading this race 14 laps. Now, Kyle, it's going to be a good pickup for him, the 27 machine, isn't it? Running in P3. He can gain a lot of positions there, all going in. Busy pit road. This is a place you want to get your popcorn out, James, and get your fold-up chair, because it gets mad down here in NASCAR pit road.
Yeah, it definitely does. I want to try and have a quick chat with Mr. Matt Parazzini. Matt is heading in to pit road. So let's have a quick chat with Matt. Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, how's it going out there, bud? Caution free, lap 35. It's got to be fuel time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely fuel time at this point.
How many more do you reckon you've got? Do you reckon you can get to the end as you are currently at the moment?
Yeah, we're good to the end now.
James, give him a second to pull up in his pit box and get it right. It's carnage there. Okay.
It's just
as soon as he gets out of his pit box, he can...
Matt, just missed your pit box. I do apologise on that one.
Oh, no, he got it.
No worries.
He nailed it, James. He nailed it.
Yeah, I have to
you can't be picking on the drivers when they enter the pit box there, James. He's okay. Now you can talk to him.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't see a Gen 4 reverse in there, Matt, but you did it well.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right. What's the aim for you now then, bud? Sitting down in 17th currently at the moment. You're just going to try and work through. Seeing the lines going 3 wide here, not an ideal scenario from that point of view for you guys. Would you be wanting running 3 wide round here?
Well, I mean, I was in that group. We were 3 wide there on that second caution, and the 2 car got us in the left rear and absolutely destroyed my car. I did a fast repair, but I think there might be a bug in iRacing because I am down on power even after the fast repair. So I don't know what's going on, but we're going to have a hard time getting back to the front with this lack of power.
Is it just trying to stay with the pack now, Matt, do you think?
Yeah, I'm wide open running in the pack, and normally I would only have to run about 3/4 throttle, so there's something definitely not right with the car. So we're just going to try to limp it home as best we can.
No, man.
Matty, I suggest to you pit road, mate, when they put the fuel in, add a little bit of that Canadian maple syrup. That might give you an extra.
Yeah, that would be awesome if it would do that.
There you go, mate. And I know you had a little bit of a collision with your team. Well, not your teammate, but your countryman, of course, Dustin, and that with a little bit pearl shape. But you can bring it, my friend. You started in this position. You can only go up from here. Just don't go backwards.
Oh, I think there's going to be a few more wrecks. I just about can guarantee it. These guys going 3 wide typically doesn't end well.
No, it definitely doesn't there, Matt, but we'll let you go there, bud. Get back to the racing. Good luck, and hope you survive to the end.
Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for doing the broadcast.
No worries. Take care, buddy. Well, there you go.
I think he liked his maple syrup. I love that Canadian maple syrup, but there's no James.
I think he did like his maple syrup. Yeah, everybody's in now, so the idea now is to straight run to the end. With the fuel load, obviously fuel running 45 laps, we're on 38, so technically they could go to 73, depending on how they planned it once more. But we'll have to see here and see how they go.
So it did pan out then from Jason, didn't it? Because Jason, remember Benson, had to take that pit stop. Now come back out in P5. Has panned out as well too for Oliver Turin. He had to take that pit stop P. And where is it? Sid. But where is my Aussie wonder what?
John Campbell's in the pits.
Campbell?
He's been in the pits for about 6 minutes.
What happened, John?
I'm not really sure. He dropped down on the inside, didn't we? And we saw him head into the pits.
He because he dropped at the back, he might have.
I'm not sure. Not sure, to be honest. So there you go. You know, I don't know. See what happens with John here as well. But is the lights off on the pace car? They are.
Yep.
Lap 38 of 69 here at Talladega for this Gen 4 Triple Bypass Cup round 3. I hope you're all well. Hope everybody is well in chat. Don't forget, you can say hi, guys. We do respond, and we will have a conversation with you. So it'd be absolutely amazing. But we've got Carl Griesick currently out in the lead.
Banking elevation, James. It's going to be around 30s, 35s, 30s, 40s or whatever anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the thing. That banking is horrendous up round turn 3. Currently at the moment, 32 and a half
Barney's
degrees.
brothers in the pit road, James. We should be going green.
Yeah, we should be very, very shortly. Once more up and running here. As these cars coming around the top, you're going to see them appear in the top part of your screen. There they all come. Here we go. Barney's going to be waving. There he goes. Barney's waving. Griesick sets us off once more here. And we're underway currently on lap 38. Green, green, green. And we'll keep an eye on how Perezzini does, currently sitting in 17th place. We know, well, he's not down in 17th, to be honest, at the moment, Matt Perezzini. He is in 14th currently at the moment, as these guys are up and running again. 2 wide. Oh, well, 3 wide.
Make that 3.
Yeah, Turan sent him 3 wide right at the beginning. I'm very surprised that he did, to be honest. But he's all on his own at some up there as well. Bentley's still sitting in the lead, but
tuck in behind the 57 if he chooses here. He's got the gap at the moment to sneak in there, but the 93 is approaching at some high speed. Can't. Clever from the 93. He's going to push him out, actually, more than anything. He'll scrub some speed. The 2 should tuck in behind there. No, sneaks it right in there perfectly. I was going to say you had to take the opportunity to seize that one, my friend. There's a lot of strategy at play. And I'm very, very new to NASCAR, my friend, but I really enjoy this motor racing because it's a lot different, of course, the road courses. It's a lot of American sports, of course, and racing stuff is strategy, and you have to work together as a team. And also, you'll dive together as a team to get it all pole shaped. 16, 27, 57 currently at the moment leading this race, followed by the 93, 42 and the 002 machine. All the pit stops are done, doesn't I believe there, James? So it should be green to the end.
well, yeah, the only thing will be is if they take a change on a tyre, if obviously another caution comes out. But we have only got 29 laps here. We're going to find out within the next 30 minutes who is going to come across the line and take the victory at Dega. And at the moment it's Herzog, Bentley, Roethlisberger, Griesick, Turan are your front 5 and are doing an absolutely stellar job here as well, keeping these cars on track. I wouldn't be looking at 3 wide at the moment. I've got to be honest, I'd be looking at trying to get to the end of the race and have no issues, which, you know, maybe that's probably why I'm up in the booth here, Biggles, because my driving skills are lacking. But I wouldn't be looking at going 3 wide at this moment in time.
The only problem, of course, is that you don't lift. And in this, in NASCAR, you've got to lift. Yeah. You have to lift a little bit, of course, my friend. So that's the way it goes. There is going 3 wide, James. There, going against you. In fact, 4. Look at this. 8 up top, 57. The 002 machine, the 16 in here, James. You wanted it, you got it. Welcome along to the Triple Bypass League, 41 of 69. They've safely somehow survived through there, James, but I guarantee that ain't over yet.
No, I have no idea how they survived that one. I've got to be honest, 4 wide was just incredible. So well done to them guys. But
that's
boy,
a quadruple bypass, isn't it, James, rather than a triple?
I think so, yeah. It is, isn't it? The 4, was it quadruple or something? So they did an absolutely stellar job getting through. They're slowly dropping off John Crutchley and the 23, that's Dustin Barton in the back. Perezzini's staying with it. He's clearly got some pace in that car, even though he declares he doesn't have any in that 24, but he's clearly got some. But he could do with a big old push from Barton now, running that line 3 wide. He said they're mad for going 3 wide, and then Matt Perezzini sends it 3 wide. Yeah. Oh, cat again. I bet Perezzini's like, please stay away from me. Like, I'm not being rude here. We've had 1 contact already, and we've pulled a caution out between us. Let's not go and do this again.
Matt was thinking about there was going to be a caution on this one. We don't know. It's going to pan out. Oliver's on this one. Remember, look at that track map at the moment. So you have this massive pack that's right here, right now. The rest of them are, a little bit on their own. I'm wondering whether or not they're going to have to rely on a pace car to do anything about this. Here it is. The bump drafting is occurring at the moment. the 002 machine there of Oliver, and then Zachary, the 93 machine, starting exactly where he was, and then give or taking there Justin and Mark in the background there, 27-42, 8 and 31. Still keeping with the pack slowly. Maybe try and drop this first pack into the second pack. We'll find out. 43 of 69 now, James. Getting the business end.
Yeah, we definitely are. We're running into that area where we've only got 26 to go. This is where the chess games start. This is where everybody starts positioning, trying to make their move forward. Turan drops off the top pack. That leaves Herzog and Grizik up there all on their own. Turan is definitely looking like he's got pace here this evening. I'm not going to lie. He's dropping back out. He's trying to look at blocking Herzog if he can. Herzog's being forced against the wall. Is he going to be able to go past him? Grizik's going to come up and give Herzog a nice little push up the straight. He's going to back away from the corners. Here we go. That bottom line's now joining in as well, led by Jason Benson here, and once more they are going to be too wide all the way around on lap 44.
And one of the 22s fast enough to slip down the inside line. If you want to take it, it's there available for you, but no, it's going to come back to the 002 machine. Nobody's gambling it up wide in the fence currently at this point as we start lap 25 to go there, James. A little bit of a blinking moment there further back, but thankfully it doesn't affect anybody. Blinking moments will murder you in iRacing, the level of this competition, bump drafting, of course. So let's see how it pans out. A lot of drivers electing to go on the high wall at the moment. The 02 is on the inside there, followed up by the 42. Then the 81 machine needs to catch up the back there and give them a little bit of a shove. That means that then that inside line should have a little bit of exit speed. We'll see how it pans out. Once again, I'm pretty new to NASCAR, but you can kind of see the wind shifting in the direction of whatever the drivers want to have.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that inside line has possibly got the run. However, the more cars on the top close together, you can see all of them there. You've got to think of what the bottom line's got. The bottom line's got 6 at the moment. The top line's 2, 4, 6, 7. I would say 6.5. I'm not quite sure where Perezzini is. Or the outside there as well. I think that's Barton on the outside of them, taking it through wide.
To risk it for the biscuit. Here we go. 68 machine up wide. He's going to scrub so much speed here, I would imagine. Get the side draft from both the wall and the 2 car. 44 might give him a little bit of push along and get tucked in goes on the outside of the 8, I think. No, tucks in behind the 8. Yep, they go up high to the wall. The 2's and maybe a uncharted territory. See right there, James? Yeah. Have to scrub a bit of speed here at the moment. Now you get the draft. You need that car behind you to push up a little bit, help you out. And that's the rainbow colored car.
Yeah, Perezzini just slots it, allows Barton to slot in there. I would say at the most there, that was probably an issue of Barton trying to force his way in and Perezzini not really having many places to go. But again,
he's risking it for the biscuit, James, and this is dangerous. This is super dangerous. He's making it stick. You get sucked into that fence like a vacuum cleaner sucking up your Lego when you're cleaning. The 2 here is going to have so much more pace. The 24 is going to give a push there. That is exactly a Matt that we're talking to, wasn't it? No, Matt's going on the inside line. He's loving that 3s. He said he's predicting a pace car at the moment. Mate, you're in dangerous territory there, Matt. Not quite sure. Look at the rear start to slide a little bit as the tires start to wear, but back into the business end, my friend. Mark leading this one, 7 positions gained. Oliver, 2 positions gained, the 222 machine. So there it is. He likes the 2s. See if you can make it work, my friend.
Yeah.
James, 23 to go.
Definitely as well. There's an 80 dropping on the inside there. That's Anthony Sprazza. He is a lap down, so he has dropped in and allowed these guys to run round. 22 to go now. It's Herzog and Turan with Benson and Grizik. Your 4. Let's see how these all get on here once more. They're coming up. They are pushing on to the back of 22, which is Dustin Barton. He's on the exit of 3, coming onto the Tri-Oval currently at the moment. So he's going to be possibly, he might survive, but I'm not going to say he definitely will with 22 to go here. He needs to be in a friend, and he doesn't have a friend. As the song goes, you need a friend in me. Dun, dun. Anyway, sorry.
We do need a friend, of course, in NASCAR racing. You need multiple friends as much as possible. They are your friends and allies until it comes down to the last couple of laps, and then they become your mortal enemies because everybody wants to win the race, of course. And you won't win that race if you're not in the right place. And the right place, of course, is being around these positions, of course. It's in NASCAR, isn't it? Similar about anyone in the top 6 capable of it. Mm-hmm. You want to be really in the top 4 currently, as you're seeing at the moment. So the 002, not the 007, it's the 002, 57, and then 27 to 42. penning it all out. Any predictions out there in the chat before we go? Oh, there it is!
Herzog and Turan.
And that's going to be huge, James, because all those cars behind are going to be wham, bam, and thank you, not so much, ma'am.
Down.
Yep, there it is.
Caution.
Well, we did hear from Matt, didn't we, that he expected something was going to go a little bit pearl-shaped, and I think Matt was correct.
Yeah, yellow flag out on lap 49, and I'm not going to lie, Turan and Herzog. I think Herzog got a tap there. I think it was Herzog who led that, but I think he got a tap.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then they started behind as well. So it wasn't just Herzog, Tyler Merritt.
After that point, when you're looking at P1 and P2 going pearl-shaped, and that's it, you know, the rest of the field have nowhere to go. That's just a big, massive, huge pile-up. Let's have a look on board in a moment. Tyler, he's got to just point it straight and pray. Unfortunately, nothing he can do. Yeah, he's gone Skyborn, SpaceX, bye-bye.
See you later.
You're out of this world.
Yeah. Unfortunately there as well, Herzog set that all off, and I don't think he was alone in that situation. I'm not
Can we have a
gonna
look
lie.
at that in a little bit of slow motion, James? Because I want to see that a little further up there. Like, what was it? A rerun slider? Is a tap? Like, see the 57 machine? That was the one that went around, as you said.
Yeah, that was Matt Herzog started it all off. I think the thing with that is how he ended up going quite where he was. He's got
to slow it down a little bit, James. Yeah, because that's why. I know you don't like to rewind, but I don't know if you want to rewind a little bit. Just to,
Greasick got him. I don't like rewinding Biggles, but I will. Hopefully, it will work for me this time.
Well, they do that on national television. It's the 27. So do you think 27 got a nudge on there? Or was it further behind?
Catches him on the outside, spins him, and then the 16's already gone as well, which is Bentley. Bentley's already gone at the same time. I'm wondering if Bentley went completely on his own. He did. He got loose, slid up into the 8. The 8 knocked him, unfortunately for him, and then he went round, and there was just nowhere for him to go currently at the moment, and round he goes. Perezzini squeezes through with a nudge on the wall, and unfortunately for everybody else, they don't quite make it through. So,
just like that.
Chaos commenced, should we say, here as well. So I do apologise for keep having to bring out the UI here, but it keeps freezing everything, and it's never good when it does that.
Right, James. It looks absolutely fantastic, my friend. I know you don't like to go to the rewinding wheels, but you know what? Because there was a lot of action to capture, and it was good. Unfortunately, great racing, of course, of those drivers. They're still, it's a slim chance. I mean, you know, Slim and none, and Slim's probably left town.
Yeah.
But is up, you know, one man's gain is another man's, or one man's loss is another man's gain, right? So you're looking now at the likes of Zachary. I can't pronounce your surname, Zachary, but I'm just going to say Berger.
Zach Roethlisberger.
There it is. And Jason Benson, remember, still could have the opportunity of shooting this one.
Yep.
Right down the middle barrel here, Matt. And of course, got to give it to my Aussie 12 machine. He's in it too, Michael. Caffey, come on, my friend. Get it done for the Aussies. Certainly in the hometown of motor racing, United States of America and NASCAR. And Joshua says, watch it from my car. Joshua Cornier, I think it is. Where's Joshua currently? There is he's in P6, the number 4 machine, James. So he's even come out here in the chat and said, watch out. Josh is in town. Well, Josh, you got to put your motor where your mouth is. We'll see how that pans out. Look at this. Where do you go,
make it through?
Where?
Just stay down and pray. Stay down. Oh,
and he tried and he still got through. Wow. There's your driver application right there. Wow, James.
Doing an absolute
driver appreciation. Was that the driver appreciation of the race? You'd have to say.
Yeah.
How did you survive that?
I have no idea, but he did. And he did an absolutely stellar job as well.
These are the people we need to go get lotto tickets from to bet on, right? Because the luck like that doesn't happen very often, especially when there was a massive pile-up. Anytime you see that, you know for a fact, James, anytime you see a couple of cars at the front of a race pile up, and we have 27 of them, you know that it's all gone pole shape for at least 5 or 6 drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the thing. When you're in so close proximity of each other, and you are going to be unfortunately going to get tangled up in that if you do end up doing that, unfortunately, there as well. So there we go. Unicorn Princess, clap, clap, clap. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
That's 3. Yeah.
Amazing, stellar job.
A unicorn princess. Yeah. Well, who is supporting the unicorn princess? And well, you know, as we know, James, going back to old school, of course, Days of Thunder.
Oh, I love a good Days of Thunder.
The only positive benefit you have if you crash in NASCAR is that you go see Nicole Kidman in the hospital. That's the only positive thing.
I think that's more Hollywood based there, dude. Do you know what, right? I've been in the hospital a few times, as a child and as an adult, breaking bones and doing stupid things that I thought I could do, but clearly I can't at my age. And I've never once had a doctor or nurse or anything along the lines of Nicole Kidman. I'm not going to lie.
I haven't either.
No, I think they've painted it in a big illusion that this is what's going to happen if you end up crashing in a NASCAR. Well, I haven't seen anything. So
well, they have to, James, because you'd imagine right now, there's pace car's going to appeal at the moment. So if anybody does want to visit Nicole Kidman, it is apparently only a Hollywood illusion. So do not do it. But yeah, it's also probably to encourage people not to just go to the hospital because you want to visit the cute nurse. But if you want to visit some fantastic racing, this could perhaps be the last pace car of this evening. Barney, he gets to decide. Green flag, James.
Yeah, here we go. Green for the final, hopefully what might be the final run of this evening here as well. And an absolutely stellar job. Roethlisberger now out in front. Griesick, Benson, Caffrey, Harmon and Crutchley. Crutchley's worked his way back through as well after being caught up in a few incidents back along on lap 13. I think he was involved with the Perezzini Cat Harmon Barton incident here as well. So lap 17 and now 17 to go, and Crutchley is sat in 6th place. Big push on the outside. You can see it there. Zach Dowse leading the charge with Herzog, who's back out after his incident and is now in 7th. So a stellar job from him, but it is Griesick with Harmon right behind him this evening here, Biggles.
They go on 3 again too, James, to go and risk it for the biscuit on the outside wall, and why not? Because that was the 222 machine there of Oliver getting a little bit of push there of the 45 machine, I think it is, Al Corey on the outside. So they're going 3, James. They may go 4. It's a triple bypass. We don't want a quadruple bypass, but you know what? 16 to go. Risk it. Everybody wants it. It's a trophy up for grabs here at one of the best motor speedways on the planet. Who wants it, James? Who wants it?
I have no idea. But going 3 wide, this is going to be messy if they reach 10 to go, I'll tell you that much. If they can reach 10 to go in the 3 wide situation they're currently in at the moment, I will be mightily impressed, because Toran is up on that banking. He has led the race as well, let's not forget. So he has been in the lead at some points here, but they are running this 3 wide line. Perezzini's trying to stay up on the top as well. He said I've got 0 pace, my car is damaged, but he's doing an absolutely stellar job at the moment staying in contact. He could do with a little push from somebody behind though, I'm not going to lie, just to give him that extra little bump to get into that drafting situation. But it is Griesick with 27, Harmon, Roethlisberger and Dowse. They're still running free, 15 to go.
James, hold on tight. I don't even want to look at your popcorn right now. Look at this. The exit speed on the outside line is going to be so much more. But even when drivers say, my car hasn't that much pace. We've heard Lewis Hamilton have to do that for many race victories in the past, hasn't he? It's just blowing off a little bit of steam, throwing a little bit of, what is it called? Knowledge or whatever it is, psychological warfare into your opponents. Who knows? Could be very much true. But what we do know at the moment, 15 to go, James, you said when it gets 10 to go, it's going to get a little bit spicy-dicey.
Yeah, it definitely will.
And rewards into this motor race, which will be certainly exciting. Welcome along. Well, Mr. Biggles here, myself into NASCAR. I'm enjoying myself, James, and I hope you are. I hope everybody else is. Thumbs up and like and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll go to a commercial break and you'll miss the end. I'm kidding, James.
do we have a commercial break? I've missed something,
Well, if it's NASCAR, you might, but we're not going to do it. This is live. Oh, the 31 losing so much speed there, dropping on the inside line. And there it is.
Again.
No, I actually had mentioned the driver's number. I'm apologizing that one, James.
Turan and Bentley.
Now you can go to a commercial break. No, obviously we won't.
I could do, couldn't I?
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, this is going to be a definite sprint race now. So I'd imagine. Well, they all just jump back in the pit road and guess. Let's get some extra gas. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen.
They shouldn't need to get gas, but they should need to go. I think
Fresh
some of
boots.
these might need to get some fresh boots on here as well on lap 56. Lap 56.
Well, we kind of panned out something was going to go wrong, isn't it, when they're going through? Press straight into it. And here it is.
Turan as well. Perezzini. Oh, he's got a car on top of him there. The 81 is sitting on top of Perezzini currently. There we go. And everybody, Cat. Oh, he tries to dive down. Didn't quite make it through here as well. I wonder if we can just catch that a little bit earlier. There's the contact with Perezzini on Turman.
Is it the triple, the double two that hits the wall and turns in? I can't remember what happened there. And then if you're looking at Matt, just looking at the rear gearbox at the moment going, oh, I was wondering why you had so much pace in your car. I can see your engine.
Yeah, he just drags him along here as well. Perezzini just literally sits there and just drags him. There you go. Look, he's on top of the car, the 81.
That's a driver hug if you've ever seen one before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've heard of virtual cuddles, but you know what I mean? You know,
somebody clip that for the iRacing highlights for sure, please. If you don't, that's called
it's still going.
Driver love. Yeah, that's a romance. All you need to do is play some nice soft romantic music to that, and you could take them out for a dinner.
Who needs a cuddle when you got a tyre shoved through your windscreen? You know what I mean? Hey, poor old Perezzini.
You got to laugh about it. There's nothing you can do. It's a racing incident. You just take it out like that, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You know what I mean? You can't do a lot about it, but poor,
you can cuddle.
Yeah, well, clearly they were cuddling here as well. I seem to be having that wonderful overlay issue once more here as well. This overlay's been killing me this week.
We spoke to Matt before as well too, so I wonder if he wants to cuddle. If we get Matt back again, see if he wants to cuddle about that one. Poor Matty, he's just been everywhere. And you know what? Tell you what, at least the hometown hero here from Stony Plain gets a bit of green time this evening, doesn't he?
Let's see. Do we have time to have another quick chat with Matt? Matt, that was a scary incident. You had Barton's car on top of you at one point.
Yes, sir, I did.
Didn't quite manage to avoid it though, did you?
Oh no, we got damage. We're in trouble now.
Oh, mate, how long are we looking at on the repairs? You've just what do we think?
Well, we're trying to get it fixed up as best we can. I got about 30 seconds left, so I'll try to get as much as I can repaired here, and we'll go from there.
Sorry, I'm doing the sound effects in the background there, Matty. Get the terror off on the screen there.
What?
You've got to stick with it, Matt. You've got to stick with it, my friend.
Yeah, go out, give me your best shot, Matt, see how you get on there, bud. I'm sure you've got this, but that did not look... Well, it looked rather interesting from a broadcast point of view, to be honest. You sliding down the road with Barton's car on top.
Yeah, I definitely did. There was just a huge stack up, and it just ended up that we were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, definitely there, bud, as well. It's been great talking to you, Matt, again, and good luck. Hope to see how you get on.
Thanks, guys.
James, speaking of which, what is going on at the moment with the romance between the 71 and the pace car? Because that looks like they're on top of each other too. What's going on here, James? This is a PG stream out there, so don't worry about that, but a little bit well-shaped on that one. Anyway, we're getting down to 12 to go, James, so it'll absolutely be a sprint race. So are you expecting maybe a 3-car pace across the line here challenge?
It's possible.
Imagine.
I'm not going to say it's not. Campbell's still running, mind you. He has a good 18 laps down now as John Campbell, so fair play to him for actually coming out and finishing off. We've got 2 green-white checkers, so if it goes wrong before, they've got 2 chances to get this right. Otherwise, they're going to finish under a pace car, and I'm pretty sure nobody really wants that. They've got 11 to go.
No.
11 to go. There's people trying to catch up as well because they need to go and get onto the back of the pack. Pace car lights are off. Yeah, they're only going, what are they going at the moment? 67 kilometers an hour, I think.
Even I can drive for that quick. No, anyway.
Can you?
Is it?
Can you know?
We are going to be going. We're going to be green. We're going to be green. Pace car's going to peel in, James.
Pace car lights are off. We will be green once more here as well. Sorry about some of the little techie issues here we've been trying to resolve, but unfortunately live TV and live software is absolutely incredible sometimes, so we'll bear with it and see how we get on. 11 to go.
So Zachary, 21 positions gained there, James. See if he's going to hold off. Look at these position gainers at the moment. 20 for Patrick in P3. 20 for Al in P4. 11 for Michael. And 6 for Mark in P2. So anybody's up for grabs on this one. And I wouldn't even say the top 5 have it just yet. But 11 to go. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, we are under caution here. 11 laps remaining. Who's going to be able to take this victory here at Dega? We've had 5 cautions. And, well, the 5th one was just rather eventful, to be honest. So there we go. 5 cautions here. Let's see as we wait for the pace car to go in.
They're going to go. Pace car's in, James. This is it. So Barney's going to do that flag maybe for the last time here this evening. Hopefully for the driver appreciation. Let's see who wants it. Just there, guys. 10 laps. Grab it if you want it. Reach out.
It's easier said than done. I'll tell you that much. They are coming round here as well. Off the tri-oval they go. Doust, Herzog, Doppenberger, Corey. Once more, the green's up, and we are running. There's a big move already in the middle of the pack there as well. I think that was the 45 of Al Corey. We spoke to Al earlier on, and now he's one of the founders here at the TBP, and is now sitting in third place with Doppenberger, Doust, and Al Corey. Corey's trying to run the outside line.
Yeah, you get a push for the 54 machine.
He needs Herzog with him. Herzog needs to give him a shove. Yeah. Needs to push him, mate.
Yeah.
He needs to push him, so Herzog has got
somebody
to
out there give Al a push, please. The man from Dallas, Texas, of course, he needs a push. He's suffered under the heat wave currently in Texas, and at the moment he's in the heat of this motor race, and he wants to get the racing win. He's got the 71 machine on the inside line, the 6 just there, the 45 up the road from him. Now remember, all these drivers at the moment gained a lot of position, so Al currently in P2. Let's see if he's going to give him a push. I'm sure they're going to give Al a push, my friend. You give the boss a push, wouldn't you? I'd give you a push, James, if I was driving.
Yeah, normally off the edge of a cliff, Biggles.
Yeah, I would actually. Anyway, right. Let's go.
Oh,
no, we got a caution. I think somebody basically literally took what I said, James.
Literal.
Perhaps in the wrong way. Back at the field here.
Darrell Whitford has been noted as having an incident. Is that John Barton running down? Whitford's running up. He's going to cross over. There we go. Whitford up into the wall.
And John, remember, was running with right at the top of the timesheets, the rest of them as well, too. And at this point right now, going to be staring at not the best result you possibly have. We kind of talked about this before, haven't we, James? Like how that somehow in the future with the iRacing, sim racing, that accidents at the back of the field shouldn't really, don't affect.
Oh, he's done.
The sharp end. Yeah, it's cooked, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, unless he's got a fast repair. Whitford is not going to be coming out unless he's got a fast repair. That is a blown engine. So 8 to go for 5th caution. Blown engine.
Yep. A little 15 car that could. Come on, you can do it, my friend. Get it back
unless
to the pit, right?
Unless he's got a fast repair, he ain't doing nothing. I can tell you that much. He will not be doing anything. Unless he's sitting with his fast repair, he is not doing anything. So
maybe the time to just retire and say, done and dusted, more racing to go. Of course, this is only round 3, so you ain't going to win a season championship in one race. So
it's not looking like he's got a fast repair. I like to see drivers finishing a race too, right? Yeah, but at this point, isn't it? We need to get cars across the line there to get out of a yellow and go green. Yeah, he would have been up and running if he had his fast repair by now.
Triple bypass. Just mention to everybody that, James, while we have a break in the moment, because we won't cut to commercials, not like the real NASCAR, we will actually, James, sponsored by, just let us know, everybody, what the event here for the triple bypass
is sponsored by Jason Bentley and John Crutchley, the drivers here in the Triple Bypass sponsor events, and those guys have done this one as well. So don't forget, if you want to get yourself involved, you can here as well. And it's the Triple Bypass is recruited for all series, a friendly and inclusive league that focus on fun and sportsmanship. Check the description for a link to the Discord. So 4 nights of racing there, guys, as well. Sundays next gen, Tuesdays late models, Wednesdays road racing, and Thursdays is here with the Gen 4. 7 to go. So if you want to get yourself involved, please do so. That would be absolutely amazing there once more. So job done. And we've got 7 to go.
That one there, James.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks, bud.
21 positions gained for Zachary in the lead of this race at the moment. 21 positions gained for the P6 machine of Patrick. And 21 positions gained for Al. So it's the battle of the 21s with 7 to go.
63 places between them.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if any of the other gladiators out here in this arena could do something about it, considering what we've seen. But I'd imagine it's the best of 3 there, James. Who are you going to pick? 71, 6, or 45 to win this race?
I've got to pick Al, really, because obviously, you know, Al's the Triple Bypass co-founder. And if I don't, he's told me I'll be in trouble. So I'm going to go with Al.
Everything's bigger and better in Texas, too, at the moment, too.
Yeah,
Al,
I agree.
Al
Al told me I had to pick him, so I'm picking him. So there we go.
Right. You know what? I'm going for Patty, the old Patty in the 6 machine, because red goes faster, right? That's all I can say.
Red goes faster. He's in a green car.
No, he's on the outside. No, sorry. I'm going for Al. Sorry, not Al. I'm going for Patrick in the number 6 machine.
Right,
because he's green.
Yeah, okay.
And green's my favourite colour, so see if you can bring it in for me, my friend. Come on.
How can green be a favourite colour?
Because it's the most colour you're going to see in your eyes in your spectrum if you study your science there, James. And
no.
You are a teacher.
Yeah, well, no.
Not
anymore.
Well, James, if you spend more time off the track into the grass like I am, you would study it more rather than the grey tarmac like these drivers are sticking to at the moment. Well, so, what about Ed in the chat? 71, 6 machine, 45, or even get gamble there and go a little bit further back there. And Kyle, 27, 57 there for Mark. Or support the Aussie, the only Aussie currently in the top 10 of Michael. 10 positions gained, the P12, just in the background. Never know what's going to happen there, James. He's also on a green machine.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Greasy come through and took this, you know, the 27.
Oh, no, you're changing your bets?
No, I'm not changing my bets. I'm going to stick with Al Corey, but I wouldn't be shocked if Greasy got the run off that top line and they went across the line 3 wide.
We'll find out, because that pace car's about to peel in, and we're going to have 6 to go, James, with 5 to go across the line. No, 6 to go.
Can they make it to the end? That's going to be the question.
I think at this point they have to. But I'll jump up there and I'll rip the yellow flag away from Barney, so there'll be no chance of a caution. Just go green all the way. How's that sound?
Wonderful.
Yeah. Don't tell Barney.
Absolutely wonderful. Sounds like a great idea, to be fair.
Tell the drivers that they're okay. So let's go. We're going to see a winner here this evening, and I'm sure everybody does. Unicorn Princess, you said clap, clap, clap. Who are you clapping for? As well as Joshua, Google Earth, Ben, and everybody else to support us. Give us the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. James, we're almost at 1.5K, mate. Before you know, oh, wow! That's the 13 spinning around. Unlucky for son, Dustin.
We didn't get going.
We didn't get going. We should be good to go, James. I don't think that will cause an issue with race restart, but that's just
bizarre.
And that's the double 2 machine again involved there. So, Oliver.
That is the most bizarrest thing I've ever seen for a while.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go green, guys. Come on.
No, we're not. Pace car lights back on.
Oh, no.
What actually happened to Barton there? Let me have a look.
Can we get Al in here for a chat? Or maybe Zachary or Patrick in here? Or
yeah, give me 2 seconds. I want to see what happened there.
I think it's just... Yeah,
it just snaps on him.
Yeah. You think warming up the tyres hit the loud pedal and then the rear just slipped? I'm not quite sure.
So bizarre there as well. Like, how does that even happen?
Cat, you know, maybe the family pet jumped across you and said, "Hey, it's time for me to get food," and you're racing. It happens as well too. Remember in the virtual world, James, you know, you get your 90-pound dog that jumps on you in the middle of the night saying, "It's time for me to go for a run, for a walk."
Well, if you've got a 90-pound dog, you seriously need to deal with that, because...
Essentially a horse at that point,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's literally, you know, one to basically turn around and say, like, you know, hey, mate, I got a 90-pound horse. But we're back up
James,
under green.
Yeah. Well, we are on the green. I was just going to say real quick there. for the beer league. Remember, they locked the children out there. But anyway, the children win races. James, we have a race on. 5 to go. Who wants it? 21 positions gained for the top 3.
Well, Ben's
Equally.
got number 27, so that's Carl Griesick.
All right, Ben.
Okay, Ben.
We'll lock your bet in.
I've written it down. Ben.
You will just get the
YouTube.
bragging rights. We don't gamble for money or anything like that here. Just
Yeah,
for fun.
there's no prizes, mate. You know, no prizes, but let's see how we get on here as well.
Telling you, I'm going for my green machine number 6. I locked that one in. You're going for Al, 45 machine.
Yeah.
And then Ben's going for 27. Let's go racing in a second.
Nobody fancies the guy actually sat in front, Zach Doust, at the moment.
Sorry, Zach.
Sorry, Zach. Which seems very bizarre considering he's the guy in the front, but, you know, hey-ho.
He's got to murder the win first, my friend, and have to cuddle the drag. So remember that. It's a difficult situation, but then again, Zach can do it.
Yep. Here we go. Pace car lights are out. We will be jumping on to Barney very, very shortly as these guys are going to be coming round here. 6 to go. Can we get this finished off?
Turn to a Barney stream now, isn't it? Here we go.
There he
Barney.
is. Barney. Right. 6 to go. We're going to be up and running. We're on 5 to go. They're going to come over the line. Here with 4 left now. And we have got Doust, Doppenberger, Griesick and Corey. Caffrey's in there. Herzog's in there as well. Oh, Caffrey's going to send it up.
Oh, 12's gone the upside, up deep into the fence area. Dangerous territory. Nobody to push him through. Gunnerscup's come speed. There's Patrick leading this race from the 71. Kyle, but that's nothing just yet with 4 to go. 27's in the middle lane. 46, 5 is in the inside there. 57 machine. Don't forget the 42. Here it is, James. Oh, look at that scrubbing speed all by yourself. The 12 is in big trouble here. 71 back in the lead of this race. And then side by side, you have Alan Patrick.
Yeah, 12's going to be strung up there. That's Caffrey on the outside line. Nobody's running with him. Contact with Herzog and Griesick. There's a slight little bit of rubbing, but they are back under running. We're just going to go round over the line. We're going to have 3 to go. This is where the nitty-gritty is going to start. Here comes the big pushes. Here's that push from the back there. The 16 of Bentley. He had to try to have a go as well currently at the moment. He got a bit of a run. Didn't quite make it through. Caffrey strung up on the outside like my mum hanging out my washing. I'll tell you that much. And he is stuck there. Caffrey, unfortunately, is trying to run it up all on his own. He's going now. He's got a bit of a run on him.
He get told if he catches 27, but more than anything, the 27 should be able to cover off and block him. He can't tuck in there. The 42's there. Obviously, a prediction out there, 27. 27 machine can still win this one. There it is. So Patrick now in maybe a little bit of trouble because he's going to lose to scrub the speed there. You got 27, the 70. There it is. 3 abreast now. The 6 is going to scrub speed 2 for now. 27, 71. 3 to go, James.
Yeah, it's just been pushed.
There it is.
Oh, it goes.
Hit the fence. Couldn't get that. That tucked him in the wall. That was game over on that one. And I have to say, there it is, 71 Machine's got this one now. I have to say Zach has won this race because I think we're going to end it on a caution. And Kyle. So, and Al probably in the P3 there, James.
Caution 6 there. And unfortunately for Patrick Doppenberger, I've got to be honest there, son. Pulling out in what you did was not an ideal scenario. Because
he scrubbed the speed as soon as he went out on the wall.
The thing is with it, he went to go up and block on that outside line, right? And the problem with that is, as he went up on block, the other line were flying, and he just got a big old punt. Mm-hmm. And now it just all goes off.
Because he scrubbed the speed and are approaching at 1,000,000 miles an hour behind. Yep. That's exactly the way it was. You look back and, it's easy to say up in the casting box, like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Maybe do something else. But then again, you're happening in a millisecond, aren't you, as a driver? You have to make snap decisions is worth the risk. Maximum risk sometimes and maximum non-reward. And that's just the way the quick rumble.
There he goes. He goes up, gets the push.
Too much speed lost.
Yeah, Caffrey pushes him. And then Caffrey's just got nowhere to go. If you have a look again at the 6, I'll play it back a bit. Look, watch the 6 on the left-hand side. He's coming around the middle. He's running that middle line, but watch, he realises he's losing, goes up. Caffrey's got nowhere to go. Just pushes him, and that is it. Chaos commences.
Yeah, at that point, when he took the risk to go out, that was it. Like, scrub the speed, and then there's nowhere else to go. Yeah. But I have to give it to, obviously, the 71 and the 27 because they committed to the inside line. You called it, didn't you, James? You said, look, the inside line is going to win this race. At the end. And I think you got that one right.
Well, Doust, Griezik, Corey, that's the front three. Your Doppenberger is in the pits there, Biggles. So you're out of this one, I'm afraid, sir.
No, I know that. I know it. But he at least he threw it out there.
He had a go.
You know,
he had a go.
You got to have a go, and it just won't pole shape. But that's okay. I don't mind that. You know, you can't pick them all.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, Ben has probably picked the 27 machine currently running in P2. Still a possibility, but 3 to go. I don't think we're going green, are we?
No, we're still under yellow. The lights are still on.
Pascal lights are... Oh, no, yeah. I'd hope for one lap sprint. It's 27 and 71, be a great battle.
This is going to be the first green-white checker. They've only got one more, otherwise they end up under the pace car. So, because this happened on lap 2, 2 laps to go. So this is their first green-white checker, and it is, as it says, green-white checkered flag. So they've only got 3 laps here.
I thought we got rid of the yellow flag from Barney.
Well, clearly Barney found it again.
Oh, damn it, Barney.
I know. God, Barney.
We don't want to see a racing, and this is not Formula 1. We don't want to see a racing.
No, we definitely don't. But it has happened. I'm not going to lie. I've seen it before where we've got
because
over the
now
line
I think
yellow.
Zach in P1 there and Carl in P2. And don't be surprised if Al does a sneak one inside there. Look out for the co-founder here. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the old Al. Hey, at this point, James, anything can happen, really.
Yeah, this is the point in the race where I turn around and not decide to interview drivers. Partly due to the fact, obviously, with only 3 laps to go. I'd rather they just concentrated on what they're doing. We will have a good chat with them a bit, hopefully, at the end here as well. But, yeah, I would definitely leave them to it, I think. Pace car lights are still on.
It's Barney's brother that drives that pace car. I had his name the other day there. I think it's Bernard? I think it's Bernard.
Bernard and Barney.
Barney's brother.
Oh, my God.
Bernard, yeah.
Okay.
He drives that pace car. It's Barney's brother, so he gets those lights off at the moment there. We can go green flag racing, hopefully. Come on.
It's not going to be this one, it'll be next one.
Talk to your brother.
Next one it should be, if it's going to be any. I would have thought.
They are catching up slowly. Now, the other drivers, of course, now at this point, can influence this race. You don't influence. You want to see who's going to get it done. Kyle or Zach or Al or Justin.
Well, this is it. This is the one.
Yeah, we got it, James. We did get it. You got it.
Yeah, lights are out.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Staying with for the end of the race.
Lights are out. We're going to be here. Caffrey's still in the pits. Doppenberger's in the pits. Whitford's been in the pits for about 14 minutes here. Campbell's out, unfortunately. Lawson, Schultz, and obviously it looks like John Barton didn't make the start. So we're going to finish off with 19 cars. So... Well,
what's your decisions out there on the fence? Is it the 27 or the 71 or anybody else?
17 cars
James.
on the lead lap here. So let's see. I'm staying with who I am. I've still got Al Corey. And I think Ben's still got 27. So we're still rocking it. And unfortunately, your boy's in the pits. So never mind.
But anybody else can get your bet in the last minute at the moment? To the bookies?
Bookies.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I didn't even realise we had one. Never mind.
The triple bypass bookies, of course, James. What about can get your temperature up? The temperature of the tyres, they got enough to go to the end, of course. That 000 machine, I have to say, you'd have to give it to Oliver. He's been everywhere in the wars lately. He's still hanging in there in P6. Don't count him out for a race win, 3 to go.
Well,
he'll be bold and brave, but anything?
If he wins in that 002, I'll be very surprised.
Oh, I'm not offering
I'm not offering anything because that normally ends up getting me in trouble. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that.
And don't forget, Matty, that we're chatting to earlier, he's back in P7.
Right. Pace cars in. The first of 2 green-white checkers. They're all going to be nose to tail. You're going to see them come around the top of your screen. Here they come. Past the traditional Geico restart zone. And now we are back and fighting and up underway once more for the end of this race. 2 to go.
Pushing straight away, Al. You mentioned it.
Yep, Corey's trying to
there's
run
the
it.
45 machine going for it on the outside of the 71. Now, if he needs to get pushed, one the 27, the 48 behind him, going for it to finale. He's going to get a great push there, I think, from Kyle. There it is. It's going to leave the 71 a little bit alone. 71 now get the 48 push. There's a 16 in the background there, James. So there it is. Your dream might come true there, especially for Al. But then again, he's going to scrub some speed. The inside line's going to be a crucial exiting out of the corner. Look at the speed from the 71. He's tucked in ahead. James. Now he's going to, will that allow anything? 2 to go. 2 to go. Look at this.
It's going to be final lap this time. Final lap. Corey's in the lead. Corey is sitting out in front currently at the moment.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble now.
Absolutely.
He should have stayed on that bottom.
You want your 3 abreast, my friend. You got it. You might even get a 4 but 16 can sneak it through there. 71 might still have this one. Crucial.
Final lap.
Are we on? Final lap. You're right there on James. But look at the 27. Could get the exit speed here, but the 47's going to, 48's going to give it a push. 16 think of the outside too, James. Where's the racing line? Couple more corners to go. 71's going to have to scrub all the speed here. They're going to give him a push. 27. Look out for the 16 on the outside. You could have your photo finish. You might very well get your photo finish.
I think
71 might have it.
I think 71. I think Douse could have this, as they're going to be running down into the line now. Who's going to come across the line first? Here we go.
Not necessary, James. No, it's not enough.
They finished. They will finish. It's going to be Greasick. 27. I think Greasick took it.
Greasick got it on the dying stages.
Oh, I think Greasick got it going over the line.
Yes. He had the outside line, had the exit speed there on the 27. Sorry, the 27.71 there. So there it is. Al still came in the P4 as far as my timing table tells
I think
us,
Corey
James,
got
but we know it all
third.
went pearl-shaped. Yeah.
I think Corey got third there. I'm not going to lie.
Corey does get third, I think, on the timing tower. But you'll have to go back and look at the little... It's always going to be... I don't mind the old carnage across the line towards the end, right? Because, again, the race is over, so that's it. You got to go for it. Risk it for the biscuit. Look what happened here.
So
there's the 27 flip in the middle. 71's the inside, but this is where the speed is scrubbed from the 71. See, on the inside line becomes a little bit of a dangerous territory. You get a push. 48 moves, gives the boost to the 27, which gets a huge amount of speed coming out of the corner here. And then don't forget, on the high line, you got a little bit of action. And then
Bentley's gone up in front. This is where we're going to start kicking off here.
Yeah, I think the high line turns in. I think 16 turns in. Something happens behind them.
Yeah, Barton's in there as well in the 13. The 002's there.
But look crucially more what happens to 71 machine. The speed is scrubbed big time coming out of here, I think, as we get close to the racing line. See, no speed coming into the final corner there. 27 now has the edge. That's where it goes pole-shaped in the back there. 45, hits the 16, and then everybody else is out. So now it's only down to 2 cars left, as you can see. And there's just your 60 machine there, the 27, that has the better exit speed. And that I say none of that was due to the accident behind. That was just pure scrubber speed. Look at that photo finish, James. You have to rewind that one back a little bit. That was a photo finish.
I am. That's about as close as I can get that. Wow.
Oh, you mean for the third place? I wanted to see how close it was for the first. That was
third. That was first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first place one.
There you have it.
So, yeah, stellar job.
We knew it was going to happen like that. Any interviews that we can have real quick there?
We knew it was going to be close. Yeah, we will do that 2 seconds. I just need to get this back up and running again here as well. The thing's been giving me grief all night. But here are the final results for you once more. For the driver appreciation 69, and it was Greasick, Doused, Corey. So I will have a chat actually with you, and then I'm going to have a chat with you, and then I can't find Douse. So I'll tell you what we'll do. let's start with the third place gentleman, Mr. Al Corey, who's joined us into the booth. Al, welcome in. How are you?
I'm alive and well. How'd you like that wild ending?
Man, that ending was crazy. I had you down, Al. I'd like to point out, right, regardless of what everybody says, I had you down that you were going to win.
Well, I appreciate that. I had a chance there with one to go. I was in the lead, but got swamped and ended up on the high line where I didn't want to be. But yeah, I was happy with the third. It was a good race.
Yeah, it definitely was. Did you end up getting up there on your own, or did you just get a bit loose and ended up there? Because you were on the inside at one point.
Yeah, I saw Sexy Waltrip coming up on the high side, so I tried to move up to block him and hopefully get him to push me. But he had too much of a run, so I actually had to cross his nose and go up to the third lane, and that's why I was up there by myself.
Oh, and that cost you at the end there as well. But well done, Al, on your third place here this evening, sir. Congratulations. Great job from you. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
No, but I want to say thanks and welcome back. It's great to have you back for season 2. So thanks for coming out.
No worries. It is our pleasure, Al, as always, to be here. So it's been a great night of racing. But thank you again, sir, and take care.
Cheers.
All right, let's bring in young Carl here, who took first place here as well. Ben Harkham's pick in the YouTube chat, of course. Well done to you. Carl, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing good. That scared me. I wasn't expecting to get pulled in.
Oh, I do apologize.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay,
yeah, that was
crazy ending.
That was crazy there.
Yeah. Carl, it's in the contract, okay? Interviews are mandatory for the league.
Okay,
sorry.
They do actually put that out as well. Carl, race was a bit hectic, right? We went 6 cautions, lots of up and downs, lots of roller coaster rides. From your point of view, how was it for you? Because you were generally up that front half of that field there and managed to avoid some complete and utter chaos behind you. Did you think when you got to the start of the first GWC, did you think you could actually win it?
I felt like if I wanted to be in that second lane. I felt like the momentum there was going to be good. But it's just all kind of what happens in super speedway racing. You never know when 3 guys behind you jump out and all that stuff. But yeah, Ollie just came up to my rear bumper there coming out of turn 4. And I felt like I had a pretty good shot there. But when him and Bentley got together and he got turned, I got a 0x getting tagged to my right rear. So that could have, if I was an inch behind, that could have turned me into the outside wall. But yeah, it's really cool to finally get a win in one of these cars, even though it's a super speedway.
Yeah, well, great job from you, sir, as well. Absolutely. Ambitions for the season, Carl, currently at the moment, what do you think? Because you're sitting, where was you before? You were sitting in third before we come into this race. You've taken the victory. What's the optimism for the season? Do you think you can win it?
I think I have a shot. I just need to get a little bit better in some areas with this car. I feel like I'm still learning how to drive this. I'm used to driving some other stuff. Yeah, and I like I said, it's the first time I've won in this, so.
Well done. Well done, Carl, from you, sir. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go this evening?
Yeah, I'll shout out myself. I got a YouTube channel, Sexy Waltrip on YouTube. Go check that out. I stream all my races. This is actually on my stream, too. And the league's great. All the admins here are awesome. The league itself is great. These super speedways are hectic. These aren't very good mark of the quality we have here in clean racing. So this is just a great league. So shout out to these guys for showing up every week.
Awesome stuff. Well, thank you, Carl, and look forward to having a chat with you as the season goes on.
Yeah, great talking to you guys.
Take care.
Yeah, James. It was a lot of nice clean racing. It wasn't until I turned up tonight, right, and we got a ton of cautions that was called.
I'm blaming you for that one. But look, at the end of the day, it was a great evening of racing. Biggles, how was it for you?
I'm excited. NASCAR is a whole different ballgame, isn't it? Like, this is just fun. It's absolutely a triple bypass. 4 Gen Cup cars. You can just see it comes down to the tooth and nail, isn't it? And there's a lot of strategy at play, and that's what the drivers are. I'm surprised Carl wasn't excited as well. He just won a race, man, in a crazy race at that. He gained 5 positions as well. Got to give it to, don't you, to 71 machine of Zachary and then the 45 machine of Al. They're 20 and 21 positions gained, essentially. So last to first challenges are very much possible.
Yeah, absolutely stellar job as well. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get yourself involved, you can come along for 4 nights of racing. Next Gen on Sundays, late models Tuesdays, Wednesdays road racing, and Thursdays is Gen 4. Links down in the description below to the Discord, and you can get yourselves involved, come along and enjoy some absolutely epic racing. Also as well, big shout out to Jason Benson and John Crutchley for the sponsor of this evening's race. Well, guys, that is it. That brings us to the end of the broadcast once more. So from myself up here in the booth, and the one and only, as always, Mr. Dean Biggles, who's had the pleasure of I've had the pleasure of him joining me this evening as well. So it's been an absolutely great pleasure having you in the booth with me. But for now, guys, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.